Latvia, we have a special legal status of social enterprise since 2018. And actually now it helps people who are not really in business, not really in NGO, to have this status, not to stay in between. Because when we started, people came to us and told us, you know, people say me that I'm a crazy person because I want to make good things, but I want to earn money as well. So what we teach them that to earn money, it's a tool. It's okay to earn money, and you have learned how to earn money, and together with good business plan and good mentors and good business skills, you can of course change the world and make good things. So in our accelerator we speak 3 languages. We accept people from all nations, all religions. Of course, we have translators if it needed, because it's only 3 languages. Me, I'm speaking 5, so excuse me for my English, it's my 5th language. Hopefully you understand me. It's important for us to give a space to each one. About diversity, I want to tell you some personal story. When I studied in Israel in the university, I met a guy in a library. He was already 4 years in university, and he were close to finish his 2nd grade and starting for PhD. And he has some really rare form of dysgraphia. He never read. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. I'm sorry. He couldn't write. He only read during all his life and his academical degree. And actually, it's changed my perspective to life, that you can achieve everything if you want. And another person who was in my university was a girl on the wheelchair, and she was blind. And she finished 2nd grade with excellency. Every lecture she heard with the earphones, and he had assistant. And here on the photo you can see another girl. It's our alumni from New Door. It's after 15 years I met another girl in Riga, and she finished our accelerator. She was on a wheelchair and she was blind. And she established together with her husband social enterprise in one of the smallest city in Latvia. It's really important for us to bring people from, not only from the big cities, from the small cities, from cities where there is no higher education, and to give them mentors, to give them opportunity to meet people, to make community, and to make networking. So on here you can see a photo from our launch night with our alumni and mentors. Our mentors are practitioners from different business ground, and actually we now. I just want to finish. After those 2 years, when our first sponsor left us, it was 2 great years, and I left alone. I was 1 year alone, without any partners, with 2 great accelerators. And then I met Maria and Olga, you saw in the previous pictures. Both of them are entrepreneurs. And Olga is the first woman on the Everest from Baltic states. And Maria, she's a film producer. And we started On the third year, we started from the beginning, New Door. We established NGO, and now we continue with different international funds, and of course, as Edna told today during her presentation from Israel, we are thinking from other sustainable business models, because we want our alumni to be sustainable, so we should be sustainable by ourselves. Diversity. I want to speak a bit about diversity. So it's not longer just a buzzword, but a necessity. Having a diverse team means bringing together people with different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. It allows for more creative innovation and out-of-the-box thinking. By bringing together people from different walks of life, we can create solutions that are more inclusive and effective. And I like this quote, that it's not our differences that divide us, it's our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. In 2019, New Door was nominated as Equality Friendly Initiative of the Year by Emerging Europe Awards in London. And now I'm going to tell you some stories, my personal stories, which were linked to the project, our alumni and our supporters of New Door. So I'm starting with the refugee crisis with Ukraine. Before the war with Ukraine, New Door worked for the 5 years with Ukrainian Social Entrepreneurship Accelerator. We helped them to make more than 52 accelerators and hackathons in Ukraine. We mentored them, and I flew like twice or 3 times a year, me and Maria, to Ukraine. The last time I were in Ukraine was 2 months before the war. I was in Kharkiv in social entrepreneurship conference, and all of us know it's very tough, and our people in Latvia, our social entrepreneurs, they do interesting and innovative things. I'm sure that in Poland you do this as well. But one of our mentors, who were like 5 years mentor in New Door, established a cafe with Ukrainian women, and you can go there and eat Ukrainian food. And he got social enterprise status 1 month ago. They have an excellent community. They speak, almost all of them speak a bit Latvian. So it's our mentor. And what I wanted to say is that inclusion and integration, it's always communication. So when those people from Ukraine came to us, we speak in different language, but we should communicate. Communication could be different. Actually, communication could be via songs or dances. We saw yesterday and tomorrow, actually, we go to the concert and we dance together. It's communication as well. That was one example. And another example I want to tell you, it's my personal. In 2017, December, like two weeks before the new year, I got a call from my mom. She got a breast cancer, and it was the worst new year of my life. She was fired from her work, and one of the half years, almost 2 years, she tried to stay alive and to live her life as a normal person. And she found another job, and she the last time she visited her workplace was 2 weeks before she passed away. It's our one of the last photos from Jerusalem. And this is a project, those two women are women who beat cancer, and they established an NGO in Latvia, which finished our first NGO accelerator last year. New Door, Accept of Social Entrepreneurship Accelerator, established NGO accelerator, and those two women are making this supportive community in Latvia for not only women, men, all people who are struggling with the problem of oncological disease. So that's what they do. They make community, they make celebrations together, they meet each other. And 2 years ago, me and my friend, she's an artist, and she got a very rare illness. It's Lyme disease, if you know. So she has very periods when she just want to lie on the bed like for 4 days. But in the period when she's okay, she's a very talented painter, and we made together a project which was named Art, Poetry, Music. She painted, I wrote the prose, and we invited musicians from London to play Baroque music and to make art therapy lessons during when they play music. So it was like some multicultural and inclusive project, and we got as well some psychologists from Israel who spoke about how art therapy influence people. And this event was dedicated to my mother and her father, who also passed away because of cancer. 20 years ago, I had a car accident. I was 2 months in the hospital, and that was the last day when I ran 5 kilometers, because I'm not allowed to run now. I'm dancing, and I'm a Zumba instructor. I cannot run, but I can dance. Here is the example. Actually, I'm wearing it. You see the black one. It's a Correcti posture correction T-shirt, which helps for the backaches as well. And those two girls made this social enterprise in Latvia. One of them, Natalia, she has. She doesn't look, but she has like 2 disabilities, and she became social entrepreneur in Latvia. This is her second project, made together with cooperation with Latvian Technical University and other local businesses. Another story. When my mom passed away, my grandmother continued to live. She didn't want to leave because she was the last one, because my mom and my brother of my mother, my uncle, they passed away. But our family, we wanted to do everything to get her back to the life, and she lived with me and with my kids for almost 2 years. And what we recognized, that she becoming to flourish like a flower with kids. And 1 year ago, I was invited to some competition, social entrepreneurship competition, where this project, Happy Auto, won the first place, and Now I'm with them. I am a mentor of this project, and they are making application for the elderly people, and where you can just ask for the help. It was important during pandemics when elderly people stayed at home and they couldn't go anywhere without a help. So, and now this company Happy Auto, they are making this online application, and they are building some community center for those people, and they want to make kindergarten together with this home for the elderly people, because there are a lot of researches how it helps to elderly people. Another short story. I have two sons. My eldest son is 14. When he was 3 years old, I was invited to kindergarten, and they told me that they think that he has autism. But I checked everything. I was okay. If my kid has autism, I know what to do. I finished my high school in Israel. I saw people who are able to do everything with autism and different kind of autism. So, but I knew that it wasn't a problem because we didn't see that at home. My kid was only very slow person. He's very slow person. He's a musician now. He plays guitar and he's very active. We didn't found this autism then, and it's okay for me because in our accelerator we have a lot of projects, and I'm really open person. But I don't know why this kindergarten asked us to leave. They didn't want kids with problems. So, and we were forced to leave kindergarten and to look for other kindergarten, and it was the end of the year, 2 months before June. We cannot find other kindergarten. So, what do you think we did?
Open your own.
Yes. We checked what we can do, and we realized that there are not enough kindergartens in Latvia actually. So with the help of Jewish community of Latvia, we opened a new kindergarten where my kid was the first client and the second kid. And that was happened after 1 year, and now they are playing. They have keys to the kindergarten, and the first director was she studied in our first accelerator actually, first director of the kindergarten. Except of the accelerators, New Door started to do other kind of projects, and we were involved in Green Impact Measurement project with 4 organizations from Lithuania, Denmark and Sweden, and we tried to make methodology how to measure green impact. So, and I want to tell you about some of them, some of examples of organizations and companies who are produce a product with real green impact. And this is zero waste manufacturing company. It's first company in Latvia that taste the clothes in a laboratory for microplastic pollution, and they are made from out of fishing nets and carpets and PET bottles, which are bought in Italia from the Carvico company. So, and those swimsuits, as you see, each woman, it doesn't matter what is her size, she can just order it via internet, and it's a sustainable product. Excuse me. Another thing, maybe you just realized my ananas shoes. So my ananas shoes is made from the ananas leaves, and it's a sustainable company, Toche. It's like in French. Now the founder is in Paris actually, and they are producing shoes. In conclusion, I just want to say that diversity and multiculturalism are essential in social business and social innovation. They allow us to be more creative, innovative, and effective in our work. They also help us to be more culturally aware, tolerant, and empathic. By embracing diversity and multiculturalism, we can create more inclusive, equitable society for all. And don't be afraid to be different, just lie on the ground when you want it. And thank you for being with me. It's our website and LinkedIn, and I will be happy to know you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Diana. Any questions? Maybe you stay for a moment. If there are any questions from the audience?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay. On the
Thank
left
you.
side.
Yes, questions?
Yes.
I will have a difficult one to you because I have a friend. 20 years ago, he decided to run public schools. So he built schools for local public institutions. And he started with like 3 of them. Now he has 63 kindergartens and schools and hiring 1,000 people and having places for 7,000 people. And when I'm listening to you, I have a question about the business efficiency of NGOs and their development. Because there is always a trap of doing needed, important, nice, inspirational things, but like one shot. And my question to you is, so we did it, it was nice, but there was 0 chance to grow, to develop it, and it was dead the moment the finance ended. And my question to you is, how do you see the role of multiculturalism and your experience in the long term and scalability of what NGO does? So not to do one after another projects and that's it, but make it a growth in the big scale, effectively in business way and so on. Because I'm from the University of Economics and I'm always thinking how my scientists can help you in scale up and live after the project ends. How do you perceive this? Because that was inspirational, but I don't know how many of these projects really grown and how many just died after finishing.
Thank you for the great question. It's very deep. Okay, I'll maybe go to the other side. We did the first NGO accelerator last year. Social business is not NGO. And sometimes when social entrepreneurs come to our accelerator, they finish accelerator and they understand that they are NGO. Why? But there is no business model. So, and what we are telling to NGO about how to grow and to scale, I don't know how it's in Poland. In Latvia, actually we are a very close nation. We are not open like I used to be, for example, in Israel. So that's why I came to Latvia with this openness that I studied in Israel. So, and what we are telling to our NGO, you should go out of the box and learn from the other NGO, make connections, make projects together. You asked if I understood correctly about the multiculturalism. If you stay in your small city, okay, the impact could be, you can enlarge your impact. But if you are not working with other NGO, maybe with NGO from other city, there will be impact only for a year or 2, but you should exchange. And maybe you should make, even NGO can make franchise, to find partners abroad and to bring them together. So I think it's very important collaboration and to study from others. And as example, I can give one NGO. They have as well social enterprise in Latvia. and they don't have capacity to do the same things in other city. They make advertisement and social media, and they asked people to take this idea and to go and make it in other cities. So I think it's that's what can make it more sustainable and help them grow.
Thank you. No other questions. Thank you, Diana.